What if everything you've been told about dressing after 50 was completely wrong? What if the rules about muted colors, modest hemlines, and invisible elegance were never meant for you at all? There's a woman in Beirut who wears bright pink trousers with clashing patterns, oversized sunglasses that command attention, and she does it all at 59 with more confidence than most of us had at 25. Her name is Grece Ghanem, and she's not just breaking the rules of age-appropriate dressing, she's rewriting them entirely. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't ask if it was okay. She simply decided that life after 50 was the perfect time to wear exactly what makes her heart sing. And here's what's remarkable. Her boldness isn't about rebellion. It's about reclamation. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you to tone it down. So today we're stepping into her world, discovering what makes her approach so magnetic, and most importantly, finding permission to express ourselves with that same fearless joy. 1. The woman behind the style. Grece Ghanem didn't become a style icon overnight, and that's precisely what makes her story so compelling. She spent decades living a conventional life, raising her family, moving through the expected rhythms of motherhood and responsibility. Fashion wasn't her career or her primary focus. It was simply something that brought her joy in quiet moments. But when she reached her 50s, something shifted. She began documenting her outfits on Instagram, not for validation or fame, but as a personal creative expression. What happened next surprised everyone, including Grace herself. The world noticed. Fashion editors, younger generations, style enthusiasts across continents, they all saw something authentic in this woman who refused to fade into the background. She wasn't trying to look younger. She wasn't chasing trends designed for 20-year-olds. She was celebrating herself exactly as she was, a woman who had lived, who had stories etched in her smile, and who chose to dress with unfiltered enthusiasm. That authenticity became her signature, more powerful than any designer label could ever be. The signature elements you can learn from. When you study Grece's wardrobe, certain elements appear again and again, creating a visual language that's unmistakably hers. First, there's her fearless use of color, not just one bold hue, but multiple vibrant shades in a single outfit. She'll pair electric blue with sunshine yellow, add a pop of fuchsia, and somehow make it feel cohesive and intentional. This isn't random. It's about understanding that color brings energy and joy to both the wearer and everyone around her. Pattern mixing is her second signature move. Stripes with florals, polka dots with geometric prints, combinations that conventional wisdom says should clash. Yet on Grece, they create visual interest and showcase a creative confidence that can't be taught from textbooks. She proves that rules are merely suggestions waiting to be beautifully broken. Oversized sunglasses and statement accessories complete her looks, adding drama without overwhelm. These pieces say, "I'm here, and I'm not apologizing for taking up space." They're functional yet theatrical, practical yet memorable. What we learn from this is simple. Signature style isn't about expensive pieces. It's about consistent elements that reflect your personality without compromise. 3. The confidence philosophy. Here's what Grace understands that many of us forget. Confidence isn't something you wait to feel before getting dressed. Confidence is what you build by getting dressed in what genuinely excites you. She approaches fashion as an act of self-respect, not self-consciousness. When she puts on a bold outfit, she's not thinking about who might judge her. She's thinking about how that splash of orange makes her feel alive, how those wide-leg trousers give her room to move through the world with ease. This philosophy extends beyond clothing into a broader life approach. Grece often speaks about how dressing boldly changed her internal dialogue. The external expression of color and creativity reinforced an internal belief that she deserved to take up space, to be seen, to enjoy this chapter of life fully. It's circular and beautiful. The outfit gives you courage. The courage changes how you move, and how you move changes how others perceive you. For women watching her journey, this becomes permission to experiment. Not every outfit needs to be perfect. Not every combination will work, but the practice of choosing joy over appropriateness, expression over invisibility, that practice transforms how we see ourselves in the mirror and in the world. 4. Breaking the age-appropriate myth. Let's address the phrase that has silenced too many women: age-appropriate dressing. Grece Ghanem stands as living proof that this concept is not just limiting, it's fiction. Who decided that turning 50 meant trading color for beige? Who wrote the rule that said confident style has an expiration date? These weren't natural laws. They were social constructs designed to make women invisible precisely when they were gaining wisdom, power, and clarity. Grece wears mini skirts at 59. She wears bright pink. She wears whatever speaks to her that morning, and the result isn't desperate or inappropriate, it's liberating. She's shown us that age-appropriate was never about age at all. It was about permission, about staying small, about not threatening others with our continued visibility and vitality. When we break this myth in our own lives, something remarkable happens. We give other women permission too. Your daughter sees you wearing that bold dress and learns that joy doesn't expire. Your friend finds courage in your colorful jacket. Your own reflection becomes someone you recognize again, not the person you thought you should become, but the person you actually are, vibrant and present and worthy of celebration. Number 5. The practical pieces she reaches for. While Grece's style appears boldly spontaneous, there's a practical foundation underneath. She gravitates towards certain silhouettes that provide both comfort and visual impact. Wide-leg trousers appear frequently in her wardrobe. They're flattering, easy to move in, and create beautiful lines without restriction. She understands that confidence comes partly from physical comfort, from not constantly adjusting or feeling constrained. Structured blazers and flowing kimonos provide the architectural element her outfits need. These pieces add polish without formality, creating shape while allowing freedom. She often layers them over simple tops, proving that bold style doesn't require every single piece to be extraordinary. Sometimes a classic white tee becomes the perfect canvas for a spectacular printed jacket. Her shoe choices lean toward comfort. Chunky heels, stylish sneakers, block-heeled boots that let her walk through Beirut streets with ease. She's proven that comfort and style aren't opposites. They're partners. The practical lesson here is profound. Build your wardrobe around pieces that make you feel physically at ease first, then add the creative, colorful elements that make your heart sing. When you feel good in your body, boldness becomes effortless. Number 6. The ripple effect of her influence. Grece's impact extends far beyond her Instagram feed. Women from Seoul to Stockholm, from Toronto to Madrid, have shared how seeing her style gave them courage to reclaim their own creative expression. Fashion magazines that once ignored women over 50 now feature them prominently. Designers are creating collections with older women in mind, recognizing a market that was always there but finally feels seen. Younger women follow her too, drawn to her authenticity in an age of filtered perfection. They see someone who dresses for genuine joy rather than likes or trends, and that resonates across generations. She's built bridges between age groups, showing that style inspiration flows in all directions. Perhaps most importantly, Grece has changed conversations in living rooms and coffee shops worldwide. Women are questioning why they stopped wearing certain colors, why they donated beloved pieces that felt too young, why they let invisible rules dictate their self-expression. These conversations lead to reclamation of closets, yes, but also of identity and possibility. One woman's bold choice to wear what she loves becomes a movement of women remembering they're allowed to take up space with color, pattern, and unapologetic presence. Your invitation to style freedom. So where does this leave you? Standing in front of your closet tomorrow morning? This is your invitation to start small or start bold, whichever feels authentic. Maybe it's adding one unexpected color to your usual neutral palette. Maybe it's keeping those statement earrings you thought were too much and wearing them anyway. Maybe it's mixing two patterns you'd normally keep separate, just to see what happens. Grece's real gift isn't teaching us to dress like her. It's teaching us to dress like ourselves, without apology or hesitation. She's shown us that the woman you are right now, with your history, your laughter lines, your lived experience, she deserves the full rainbow, the bold print, the attention-getting accessory. Not because you're trying to look younger, but because you're finally wise enough to wear what brings you joy. Start today. Pull out that piece you've been saving for the right occasion and realize that being alive and present is occasion enough. Notice how it feels to choose expression over expectation. And remember, Grece Ghanem isn't extraordinary because she has special access to confidence. She's extraordinary because she decided that her 50s would be about expansion, not contraction. That same decision is available to you right now, waiting in your closet, in your choices, in your beautiful, bold next chapter.